Hi, guys, and welcome to the very first episode of my new podcast under the InFRuition coaching brand. I want to just extend a warm welcome to everyone that happens upon it and listens to it. I really hope that you become part of my tribe if you resonate with what I'm presenting to you, and I really hope to reach people in a new and exciting way. So just to give you a bit of an introduction, I am a master mindset coach. Very big term. I think life coaching, mindset coaching. There's so many people out there that's offering this sort of service, but I don't always feel the heart is there. And that's the one thing I want you to keep me honest about. When you listen to my podcast, when you read my blog, when you see me on social media, if you feel that I am not being genuine, that I'm not really coming to you from a place of heart, reach out to me. I need to know so that I make sure that I connect to everybody on a specific and deep level so that I can really help people to effect change in their lives. So you might think that all coaches have everything figured out. I don't. I'll be 100% honest about that. I am working a 9-to-5 job. It is not my final passion. It's not what I really want to end up doing. What I want to end up doing is literally helping people live the lives that they deserve to live, and do that through coaching and the various platforms that I'll be engaging with you on. So I understand you. You might also be in the same situation where you're feeling that the grind of 9-to-5 is not for you. You might be feeling very fulfilled in that as well, but you just want to tweak your life a little bit and you want to make things a little bit more streamlined for yourself so that you feel that you are in flow. And that brings me to today's topic. Today, I want to speak to you about Ikigai. Ikigai is about what is needed in the world, what you are good at, and what you can get paid for in doing. So you need to see where these overlap. And a lot of people want to emphasize the whole payment section of this, and they really neglect, what is going to make you feel good? What are you really good at? And what is really needed in the world? What is your place in this world? Because that's what it comes down to. So there are people that manage to live their Ikigai. Martha Stewart, Julia Child, they made a life out of homemaking, out of food. It was stuff that they loved, and they did an absolutely amazing job of bringing value to people through exactly what it is that they love. And they made a lot of money out of it. But here is my caveat in this. You need to find something that you would be able to turn into a living, something that you are really good at, and something that the world needs. But your primary focus should not be the money. Your primary focus should be what's going to excite you and what does the world need. Because yes, the money is important, but I do believe that will follow if you really are doing something that is your absolute passion. And when this happens, you go into flow state. That is when you are fully immersed in the activities, and it brings you such joy and satisfaction that it doesn't even feel like work. So flow state leads to increased confidence, a lot more self-esteem, and it actually brings you into mindful productivity. So you need to make sure that you always look at the other options, not just the money. You need to look at the other two. You need to look at what the world really needs that's inside you, and what are you good at giving to the world. So at this stage, I'm living my Ikigai with my day job because I am good at speaking to people, at bringing new perspectives to them and helping them see what it is that they really want out of life or out of a specific situation. It's not always just a big life change. It might be something as small as a vacation. It might be a change of address. I'm good at getting people to think creatively about their situations, but I need to pay the bills. And currently, this isn't paying the bills. And I'm hoping that, or not hoping, I'm working my butt off to make sure that eventually this will be my full-time profession. But for the time being, I still need to pay rent. I still need to eat. So I've got my day job and I do this part-time. As I'm speaking to you, I'm sitting outside the gym, sweating profusely in a hot car because it's the quietest place that I can actually record this and when I have time. So, how do you find your flow? What I would say is identify your skills and talents. Look at these and see which spark joy. Look at meaningful ways that you can incorporate these into your everyday life immediately, not in a week's time, not in a month's time. You don't need to have a huge plan to get these things to start happening in your life. Start today. If there's something that makes you happy, even if you're not going to get paid for it, start doing it. If there is art that you love to make it and give it away. If there is something that you enjoy really doing, go out and do it. And make sure that you add value to people's lives. Share your passions with others. That's my next point. So don't just make the painting, write the song, any of those things. It's not always just in the creative space. It could be as simple as find a new way to do your shopping. There's many ways that people make livings these days, but take what you feel you can give to the world and go out there and give it, although it might not be for payment straight away. But be 100% open to monetizing what you are doing. So I hope that this podcast has given you a little bit of perspective into flow state as it relates to Ikigai. I hope that it has inspired you to look at your life and see, is there something I could be doing that would add joy and satisfaction to my life, even if I'm doing it for free for now, and exploring it as something that I can grow into my profession. I really hope that this podcast will grow, and I really hope that this sort of content resonates with you. If it does, please join me on all my social media channels. Everything will be in the show notes. And yes, this is the end of this podcast. I'm, as I said, sweating profusely. So I'm going to be signing off, and I'm just going to leave you with this. Let your beautiful soul go and shine on this world. It needs your specific light.